Welcome to the You Heard podcast with your hosts, Ben, Joe, and CP. We're here to cover everything related to Miami Hurricanes football, from hot topics to pre- and post-game analysis.
All right, we'll talk about it at the end. We'll talk about it.
No, let's talk about that right now because you completely flipped it on me now.
I hate him for knowing this, bro. This man knew the brand, dog.
Okay, I don't appreciate that. I'm saying, like, I don't appreciate.
What did you say? What are we talking about, man?
Get into our topic. I feel
Keeping it a buck.
You heard?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We back at it. It's that You Heard pod. From now on, I'm going no hats, son. I'm going no hats for the foreseeable future. That's just what I'm doing. How you doing, brother? How you doing, Joey?
I know if you've been online and you've been seeing my guy Nori from the Drink Champs pod. He got his hair back. I might have to join him, man. I might get my joint back. You know what I mean? Rock the low Caesar. You know what I mean?
Right.
With the line.
Right. So if
Can't do that.
Can we ask a question? Like, can I ask a question? Like, where would the hairline be?
It can grow, sir. It can grow. It's gonna grow.
Okay. I'm wondering, like, it's not gonna be like the LeBron situation where it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just making sure there isn't it's that you're gonna need a headband every time to make sure the line stays straight.
Nah, science is a wonderful thing, man. You know what I mean? So, we out here. You know what I mean?
Yo, the one who's
if they got grass grower, you know what I mean? You could put that in the dirt. Then we could do that to the head, man, to the hair.
Yeah, son, the one that's the craziest is like Nick Wright. That dude was bald, now you got like this. Like, fam, that's not yours. Like,
yeah, son, son, they got. Listen,
yeah,
we're about to get it on, son. Next time the next time we go to a game, the next tailgate, I'm gonna have a fresh line. So.
Joe gonna show with that kid and play for real. Like, how that? I just saw you. We just did a show. You didn't.
Fresh line, baby.
Oh, that's wild, bro. Oh, Brian Urlacher is another one though. Brian Urlacher, crazy. Like, fam, that thing done went home, and all of a sudden you on TV, you were like this fresh. You know what I'm saying? Presidential cut. That's just wild style.
If they could do it, I could do it, son. Let's get it.
You're right. But please, but also please don't. I believe those people don't have real friends. Like, people saw you before. That just doesn't come back. Hey, how you doing, man? How was your weekend, man? How's the family? How's everything, bro?
No, man, it was good, man. Relaxed, chilled out. You know what I mean? Getting ready to go on. I'll be in Miami next Wednesday. So
okay,
me and the wife will be down there chilling, unplugging for the weekend. You know what I mean? So
it's always a good time. That's dope, man. That's dope.
It
was good, man. It was lovely. It was quiet. I'm saying, got to kick back. You know what I'm saying, went to see my moms. It was a good time, man. I was like, always for every Memorial Day, we're just gonna do it like that. I just don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't feel right doing something, you know what I'm saying, kind of like mourning and you know what I'm saying, paying homage and respect to those that gave their life. You know what I'm saying, for us to be able to do a pod. So for us to do anything. So it's, you know what I'm saying, every Sunday before Memorial Day, we're gonna have off. That's just how we do it. Respect to those who do pod and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's just how I look at it. It's just I've never felt comfortable, man, doing it like that. So, but yeah, it was a good time, man. What was I gonna tell you? You coming up for your official visit? Because you still got a little bit of eligibility left, right?
Yeah. So I'll be there next weekend, for the officials on the 9th weekend,
Yeah.
But this weekend, official visit season pops off.
Yeah.
And there's some names we need to discuss. First, let's discuss the Alabama trio, the Enterprise High School, which is a powerhouse in Alabama. Headlined by Mr. Zion Grady, who is a DN edge rusher.
Yep.
You know what I mean? 6'4", 225, 4-star. And listen, they right in Alabama's backyard, right? So
Yeah.
usually
Right down the street.
those guys don't get out of Alabama. They don't get out of there. You know what I mean? And Alabama's still Alabama. Let's not get it twisted. I'm sure Nick Saban is still involved somehow. You know what I mean?
He's still got a
I'm
big ass
sure-
office in there.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So you got Zion Grady, you got a safety, Eric Winters.
Solid.
He's a 4-star as well. You know, he's 6'2", about 200 pounds. And then you got a corner, I believe, Andrew Purcell.
Yes,
He's
sir.
a 3-star, but he's shooting up. You know, he's shooting up boards. He's about 5'11", 6 foot, 180, 185. So
185,
listen, we have a chance to make a huge move with those three. And if you make inroads into that high school in Alabama, period, which we have with Cole McConaughey, and
Cameron Bobby Port. Yeah.
Yeah. And we did have a running back, but he chose to curve us at the last minute. So good.
So look, I'm going for it, baby. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So look, I'm going for it right there. That's right, dude. That's how. Hey man, gotta rock it. Gotta own my hair, bro. I've been growing this bad boy for a year.
We have a chance to, you know, make inroads in that school, and that's going to be huge moving forward. So again, we look good on the field. We win 10 games, son. It's a wrap. Everybody, it's a wrap.
It's over.
Yeah. Who else known is coming through this weekend? Who do you think the highlight of the recruits is this weekend coming through?
So you know how I do it, right? Like I try to go a little bit different. Guys that are quickly rising up my board. I like to call them like my Artavius Joneses in the class. I was watching Floyd Buchard's tape. Like it's a short tape. It's only like a minute long. You know what I mean? I think he transferred to. I think he's at Central now.
He looks 30. He looks 35, by the way. But
yeah, he does. He got that Greg Oden. He got that Greg Oden face. He looks like Greg Oden. I'm a big fan. You know what I like that they did before? I like that they have a bunch of commits to Miami mixed in with this class, right? Like they got both the tight ends. They got TK. They got TK in the class. You know what I'm saying? Coming down, showing these people. So look, Andrew Purcell's a sleeper, but Shakai Mills night, man. I think 6'2", 210 already going into his senior year. I know, Mario and the staff likes to get too, but Shakai Mills night for me, man, is please go watch his tape. I'm sure CB is gonna have him on his channel soon, and they'll do the huddle breakdowns or so. That's to me is that dude for me. Besides the Enterprise Alabama players, right? Like I want to keep bringing in people from Alabama. Like I want to keep chopping the tree at that.
Absolutely.
I'm saying, so the Alabama trio, the foursome, really, right? Because there's four of them. There's Zion Grady, Andrew Purcell. Going on the list here, Andrew Purcell, Eric Winters, which is crazy thing. Andrew Winters, the safety, is the highest rated one out of all of them. So it's crazy.
Yep. Yeah.
That's still my numero uno, Cortez Mills. But he's not. We're talking about the recruits visiting this weekend. So stick with me. My Tavis Jones is a surprises.
Yeah.
Sorry, Joe.
I think Tristan Hayes, man. I'm curious about Tristan Hayes. He's from Oklahoma, Midwest City, Oklahoma. I'm kind of familiar out there. I lived out there for actually a year a while ago, man. I got some peoples out there. I think I'm gonna do some checking up on him and see. It's really hard to pull Oklahoma.
Anything out of Oklahoma.
Yeah. OU kind of has that locked down, but I want to see if I want to see if it's genuine interest or if it's just a vacation for real.
Yeah. What you think about the thing about Tristan Haynes, the corner, right? 6'2", 160. That can't be right.
Mhm.
Right?
I mean, it
That
could be. You know, he might
that's
play ball or something, but I think he's probably 170, 175 now. Yeah.
yeah.
And then he's going into his senior year, right? So he'll
Mhm.
he'll get up to 180. He'll come into college 180 at least.
Now, the according to On Three, so we're looking at the On Three ranking. Shout out to
Shout out
Azubi.
to
You know what I'm
Andre.
saying? Shout out to On Three King Sport. Our guy Azubi over there. Jabari Antoine
Yeah.
is coming in this one, man. The highest rated recruit. He's an LSU commit. That's a
Man.
tough one. That's a tough one. LSU's doing some things with that secondary, man. Like they're in the battle with us for the numero uno, Mr. Number, no matter what. You know what I'm saying? DJ Pickett. The reason why we started the slogan all over our social media with DJ, you know what I'm saying? Like it's us and them. But I got a feeling about it, man. I got a feeling that it's nothing's ever done. Wake us up in December. You know the motto, you know the slogan, and it is what it is. But I think he's gonna be that one's gonna be a long one, but I think he's gonna cool off, and that might be a move. I think because we need secondary, man. I think we need like 5 defensive backs in this class.
Oh yeah,
At least.
yeah. Secondary
At least.
Yeah.
And I think he's one of them ones, man.
Yeah. Again, we win 10, man. Go to a nice bowl, even make the playoff. We're not having this conversation. Like where the conversation moves from, damn,
Who do
who's
we
not
turn away?
who do they have to drop from this class? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's how the conversation moves to, you know. So that's all people want to see, man. You know what I mean? We're talking about if we won 10 this year, you know, and went to a nice little bowl, we might be talking about, you know, we might have a lockdown corner in the room now, you know, who went somewhere else. You know, there's some cats that we might
you start showing the proof of concept. You start showing that it's a winning program. People that were kind of, I want to go there, but I also want to, you know what I'm saying? Like keeping it a buck. These kids have not seen Miami win. So you show that, you show what they're building. You know the relationships are still there. Mario doesn't break them because you committed somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? Like he's gonna keep going with you. So yeah, it's gonna open up a ton of possibilities. It is gonna be turning people away, man. It is. It's gonna have like, yo, look, I'm sorry, we staying at 25, 26, and that's just what we doing. So yeah, man.
And that's always the pitch, man. That's always the negative recruiting, right? Like a coach is like, yeah, that shit is cute over there. You know, they talking a lot over there, but what's the record, son? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What are we doing? You know what I mean?
12,
y'all going to the Shoals footwear bowl. You know what I mean? You know, so what are we talking about? And then you don't have the SEC or the Big Ten patch on their joint. You know what I mean? You still got an ACC patch, which if we keeping it a buck, it ain't one of them. You know what I mean? Especially if you're not winning. So, you know,
that's low key. I think one of the reasons why the SEC and programs in the SEC don't want us in there, because you add in the SEC money. Like I know the whole realignment thing. You add in the SEC money, and you add in Mario's recruiting. Don't nobody recruit like him, bro. Don't nobody recruit like him. For real. All right, let's get to some of these questions. Yes, he's still my number one receiver on my board. Away from like the top 5, like the superstars, right? Like the guys that I like the most. Because everybody, it's easy to go like, oh, these 5 stars are it. These are the only ones I like. But like Cortez Mills is crazy. Also, my old neck of the woods down in Homestead, so gotta respect that. Floyd Buchart. I wanted to give I wish his highlights were a little bit longer, but you know what I'm saying, it is what it is. I'm sure he'll have some updated throughout the year. Again, only 68 seconds, 6'3", 315. And he plays edge last year. He played edge a lot. He didn't play inside. So he's gonna move inside this year at Central, right? Is where he transferred to. Joe and Ben Mills night over Byron Lewis.
Mm.
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 Do we
See? That's something, man. Because I'm thinking of a broader picture, like American heritage. That's what I'm thinking.
Yes,
More than Byron, American heritage.
the pipeline.
The pipeline. So you got Mark Fletcher from Heritage. Keep it going with Byron, and you keep building. You keep going. You keep going. So that's what I'm thinking, and that's the reason I say yes. Yeah.
But now the other side. Now look, I'm with you on that, right? Look, the politics of recruiting in college football. 100% agree with you, and yes. But also, if you watch, Doodoo, take a second and watch. Take away the South Florida bias and how we viewed all that. Watch both of their tapes and then let me know, because Byron Lewis is not. I'm not saying it's a downgrade. I'm just saying there's things I see from Chicago Mills night that I like a little bit more. That's all. And what that is my own opinion, because that's how I watch tape. I just like, I don't watch
But
tape
I
like
like
coach.
I like one person more than both.
Yeah. Are you gonna say that, or are you just gonna leave that all ambiguous and shit? Like
One person over both.
You gonna say the
He
name,
has
or
a
what are we
hard
doing?
name to pronounce.
Oh, he's
Last name
visiting
is
this weekend.
Cromar, though.
Usman Kroma.
Cromar, though.
Son, his name sounds like a super, like a one of the what's damn. Son, his name doesn't sound like it belongs to a person. It belongs to like a superhero that like comes in and just wrecks shit. Like he just like that name sounds like he's gonna run you over.
Yeah.
Yo, you see what Croma did to your ass? Yeah, Usman Croma is a problem.
Yeah,
a whole problem.
Yeah, man. So
look, it's always gonna be two. It's always gonna be two. Gerard Pringle's a speed back, and now you're gonna get the power back. So don't stop looking at like the 180, 185 running back. That one's already locked down. That's Gerard Pringle. Now you're looking at the plus 200s. Like you have a Jordan Lyle, you know what I'm saying, coming in, and you already had Crease Woodley Humphrey coming in the spring. Jordan, you see how Jordan Lyle looking? Shit, Joe, we sat, I mean, a little plug for ourselves. We sat next to him and his family and his little brother and his younger brother at the spring game. That dude was looking solid back then, and that's in what, March? Yeah. So, yeah,
we got a whole senior year, son.
Yeah, crazy, son. Crazy. Yeah. Let's see. Thoughts on Pringle? Speedback. Doodoo. Speedback. Breaks tackles. Yeah, Pringle's a problem. My comp for him was because of he's, you know what I'm saying, was Maurice Jones-Drew, just because he's so low center of gravity, kind of bounces off tackles, a little bit more physical, not quite as big on the lower half as MJD.
But boy Maurice Jones-Drew was big, man.
Yeah, no, he was, but Pringle right now is 17. You know what I mean? Like he's gonna get bigger. So
Maurice Jones-Drew looked like he squatted 1,500 pounds. Man.
He looked like he lifted the whole gym.
Tree trunks. That's crazy.
Like he had to wear like offensive lineman like pants. You know, like those were not running back pants, yo. Those some real ish. Crazy. Absolutely. Yeah. So we got 3 commits, TK, the 2 tight ends and this weekend. Next weekend is crazy. This whole month is bananas. This whole month is crazy. Yeah. Don't worry if you don't see a commit next week. For people this past weekend, you know how it is, man. You got to be patient with it. We've been telling you for 2 years now. December is the focus. Graphics in May and June don't matter. You see flips, you see all these things, a lot of communications, a lot of visits. Now it's unlimited visits. So just be patient, man, and don't overreact or underreact to anything. Just, I'm saying, just be cool with it.
And listen, man, there's people who are gonna be in the building that haven't been reported, man, and that won't be reported. There's going to be players that are committed elsewhere that need to be kept on a low. There's going to be a lot of names, man, that don't get leaked, you know. So please know, like, this is what the coaching staff does for real. Like
Yep.
this is their wheelhouse. Like they've had a little break. Now they fresh back at it. It's pretty much a wrap.
And their break was just instead of 18-hour days, 16-hour days. That was their break. They don't.
I think they get another break like July 4th. You know what I mean?
For the day.
For like the day. They might get a beach day or something like that, family day.
Yeah, because that
back at it, man.
They get like a single day off for a couple hours, not even the whole day, because they got to come back at like midnight. You know what I'm saying? For like coaching madness, because shit, July, end of that month is already fall camp starts because you start the 31st, and you know what I'm saying, game 1 is the 31st, so it's crazy. That's crazy.
Yo, listen real quick to the first 3 names of June 7th, right?
Go ahead.
Justice Terry.
Yep.
Jamie French.
Mm-hmm.
And Anquan Fagans.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Next week.
Oh my gosh.
Next week is
bananas.
Next week is insane, bro. Next week is. It's just it. Yo, I don't. Like again, like I just had a whole speech like, yo, don't get carried away. But then he just said those names. It was like, oh, just let me get 2 of them. Let me get 2 right now.
And there's people coming in on there's people coming midweek.
Yep.
Which I love. I love midweek visits because that's me and you one-on-one. That's you getting full attention. I love that. You know what I mean? So
yeah, there's Tuesday, June 11th is a big one.
Yeah.
Looking at that one. You know what I mean?
And did you watch his interview today? Did you watch his interview?
VB3?
Yep.
No, I didn't get a chance, so I was running around. What'd he say?
Good interview, man. Good young man, Good head on his shoulders. Basically the 3, four, Miami, Florida State, and Ohio State. Only 4 he's focusing on. The only 4 visits he's taken. He wants to make a decision at the end of, I believe he said June.
Okay.
He wants to commit. And basically, this is everybody's shot right now. This is everybody's pitch right now. You know what I mean? He's going into all of this with a level head. They asked him about NIL, how important is NIL? He said that's like the cake. You know, I'm looking for everything. You know, I'm looking for different things. NIL is like the extra on the side. I'm not worried. That's not the factor. You know, so I think we got as much a chance as anybody, man. You got KB.
Yeah,
you got Coach Bear, man. So feel good about it, man.
Next week, you said the first 3, right? Next names: Jaden Perlow, Cortez Smith, Carson Lawrence, Jalen Matthews, Dalen Upshaw. Floyd Boucard comes next. Demetrius Campbell.
And we don't even know. And this is just, this is not an up-to-date list, I don't think.
No, it's gonna update. It's gonna update all the time. Yeah. Names will drop, people will come in. And again, like, it's not everybody. Everybody isn't named. There's people who might just show up on a Saturday real quick. You know what I'm saying? Because they're down the road.
Yep.
I don't think anybody's a lock, Doodoo. I don't think anybody's a lock, man. Like, you got to throw in the variable. You got to throw in the variable of the season, bro. And French is what it is, man. That whatever he does, you know what I'm saying. Hopefully he comes here, obviously. But I saw the interview and the thumbnail of him wanting a Lambo NIL, and Texas got a Lambo NIL deal already. You know what I'm saying? But we got the collection. I think the collection is still done in Miami. They got Miami got Lambos too, man.
I'm sure.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm sure that Miami won't be outdone because of Lambos.
No, they're not. The days of being outdone are gone. Like other guys are gonna go other places, man. It's gonna happen. That's just what it is. That's the nature of the business. But it's not gonna be from lack of trying on our side.
Mm-mm. Not at all.
My dog sitting next to me. My dog just opened my door and walked in.
Oh, he got that.
Yeah. Son, he knows how to open doorknobs. Like it's not even a door handle.
He got
Bananas.
that.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that Vernell Brown's coming in midweek, June 11th by himself, solely focused on him. Because that if he's doing it like that, where he wants the full pitch, no bullshit. He doesn't want to get lost in the crowd. Wants complete dedication. Wants one-on-one time. So that's dope.
So I was watching. Shout out to John, man, Cafecito and Canes, and I saw you on there, man. And
yeah. What the yeah.
it seems like some Kool-Aid is entering your bloodstream, and I'm not feeling that. I wanted to, I was asleep, so I was on rewatch. You know what I mean? But if I was live, it would have been something popping, man. I would have called, I would have interrupted, I'd have shut down the shot, interrupted everything. I'd have interrupted everything.
I'm trying, you know what it is, man? Like we talk so much about like my PTSD with this shit. Like once you start breaking down the roster and start taking the emotions out of it, right? Not the national media talking about this or talking about that. It's just like honestly, man, just like the cleansing of not having the old quarterback here made me already be like, you know what I'm saying? Like that the quarterback thing alone, like talking about it with John last night was meant changing my mind. Because we have a quarterback that's not gonna pout. He can't. Because this is his year to jump to the league. And he knows it. To make the jump that he wants to make. So that's what's really switching my. There's no Kool-Aid. The items have been purchased.
It seems like
items,
a little bit, man.
The items have been purchased. You know what I mean? But they haven't been mixed. They're in 3 separate pantries, so they're not even touching. You know what I'm saying? But like again, the quarterback alone was making me change my perspective. But then it could all fall apart because dumb shit happens. You know what I'm saying?
Of course. There's always variables to what could happen, man. Injuries are the number one. So what's the number one other than injuries? That's obviously number one. What's the number one thing that could go wrong that would derail this season? Other than injuries. Injuries is obvious, right? So after that, what could go wrong?
All right, so we're taking out injuries and taking out the narrative of coaching, right? Like taking out those two things.
Injuries. Injuries.
No, but I'm saying for me, because that's the only other would be like every game we were supposed to win. Because I think this year, like for the almost on paper, I think we're better than every team we face. Like just looking at it like man to man, and then it's not like just like Miami shit. Like no, we just are. Right, like according to every metric from people who don't give a fuck about Miami, we are better, right? So it has to be like every team playing above their level and us never answering, never responding, never answering the bell. You know what I mean? Just never like, oh, damn, they're this tough again. We didn't see this on tape. Just being unprepared to match that emotion. I think that's really it, man. Because it's been too many times that's happened, right? And like that, just never turning the corner to be like, "Yo, let's get up, man. What the fuck? Why are we still laying? Let's get the fuck up. Why are we still laying here?" I think that's the biggest thing. Where like the transfers are like I wonder what. So I'm gonna ask you, like, I wonder what the evaluation process is for these transfers that are the upperclassmen, right? Like the Kikos and all these things. Like since they have to be the leaders in the room because our more talented players are younger. Right? By metrics, by recruiting, by all that shit. So those guys have to teach these young guys the process. Right? Like so being the leaders in the room. So it's like that's the thing that like worries me is like are those guys ready to take that leap to support the older guys, and are the older guys teaching them the right things because they're not guys that used to be here? Or you know what I'm saying? Like I never know how to go look at the transfership. It was like because they weren't here from the beginning. They came in, so how are they approaching it?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How you feel about it?
Now we're giving Lambos to high school. Wait, what that say?
Now we're giving Lambos to high school kids. Where is this going to end? Them giving Lambos to it's never going to end when people can make money off of something, they're going to keep doing it. It's only going to get worse, Ralph. This isn't just a one day thing, man. If somebody can make money off of it, it's only going to get worse.
Yeah. So I think other than injuries, man, say it again, man. The offensive
mindset
constraints, the offensive restraints, you know, the offensive creativity, the offensive, you know, just being able to open it up, basically. I think that can be the difference between a couple of losses. You know what I mean? Either open up the offense, or, you know, leaving it how it was last year. As far as, because look, in every metrics we improved offensively for the most part, but it still wasn't enough.
Turnover margins will kill this. Yeah,
turnover margin, but it's still in certain games we didn't show up. You know what I mean? Offensive. You know, Louisville, we could point to Louisville, we could point to Georgia Tech. You know, we just didn't show up. So making sure that our offensive coordinator, he has the tools, right? There's no excuse. Just if he's allowed to do his thing, I feel fine. You know what I mean? I feel fine with it. Penalties too. We gotta clean up the penalties. We were like 80th in penalties last year.
A lot of stupid penalties. Like it was a lot of, and especially a lot of timeouts, right? Like it'd be a lot of holdings, delay a game, just unnecessary dumb penalties.
And penalties in the red zone and stuff like that. That's crazy.
I'm not going in the foxhole with any QB with that rhymes with DVD, RVD, BVD, any of them, son. If the leader of my room is upset in the corner with legs crossed, you know what I'm saying, arms crossed, I'm out. I'm hitting the transfer window in the middle of that game. This ain't the guy for me.
Facts.
But yeah, man, look, we're gonna do the season breakdown in a couple weeks, right? Like start looking at the teams and all that stuff. And that's gonna be a whole live show forever because we're gonna have a bunch of people show up. But like I was starting to look at it, especially last night when shout out to John Calvacito and Kings. Make sure y'all check out the show. You start looking at it, and there are teams that can surprise you, like Virginia Tech. You start looking at Virginia Tech. Kyron Jones had almost 3,000 yards of total offense, right? Running back was solid. But it's like when you go down the line, it's very superficial, top layer shit, right? On depth and trenches, we got them, right? Like it's not. So it's like that's where it's different. And it was like
I think that Virginia Tech shit is gassed. I think a lot of people are gassing Virginia Tech.
Yeah, and I don't like the schedule. I don't like the game of it. I don't like that it's Friday night. It's gonna be like a 7:00 kickoff. You know, it's not gonna be 8. So when Miami traffic, motherfuckers aren't gonna be pulling into the purple. I'm saying to the purple lot till 6:45. I'm saying it's gonna be a late arriving crowd. It's crazy, man. So that's the issue. Like that's the game that like the team's gonna have to motivate themselves because the crowd might be late, but it has to be a nice big crowd. That's Doodle got a question for us. Quick question: with us probably getting another QB out of the portal next year, how do y'all think that'll affect the younger QBs in the room? Bluntly put, Doodle, they got to grow the fuck up, man.
Bluntly, it doesn't matter, son. This is where we're at. This is the world we're in. They know that.
Yeah, they're gonna have to put up or shut up, bro. They're gonna have to grow the fuck up or move or find somewhere else because we can no longer be tied emotionally to any of these players, bro. Because anybody at any given moment can bounce. Those days are over. But you're gonna have to get another portal QB. You're gonna have to. It is what it is. Burstone, our guy. What up, family? Joe, spot on. Discipline is the key and always has been. If we are disciplined, we run the table. Only team that stops Miami is Miami. As you said, 12-0. Hold on, you saying 12 and like run the table through the season or run the table? What would that be? 16-0, 15-0? Because it would be 3 games, right? Top 4 seed. Yeah, it would be 3 games, so 15-0. No, 16 because ACC championship game. That'd be bananas.
Man.
That'd be bananas.
Listen, man. I'm always no team goes into the season thinking they're gonna lose. That just doesn't happen. So the goal is to win every game.
Wisconsin probably thinks it with their quarterback.
The goal is to win every game, man. So I mean, that's how I look at the shit as being a former athlete, competitive as hell. I don't think why the fuck should we lose? I don't.
Facts.
Why? Unless we beat ourselves or some crazy shit happens. If we're saying in the ACC we have the best roster of the teams we're going to face every week, we should have a far superior roster to keep it a buck.
Yeah.
Except for maybe Florida State.
Which I don't really see though. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's it. Like, what are we saying? Come on, man.
No, facts.
Come on.
VT, we go spank. It's a Friday night only game. On we spanking them boys. Overdose, what up? That discipline includes coaching decisions and crunch time. You got 9-3. I don't know. That'd be tough.
So let's that discipline includes coaching. Sure. Absolutely.
93 would be 93 would be best.
So the quarterback for Virginia Tech. Let's chop this table, man, because I'm really trying to figure out what's going on. I understand the flashes, right? You've seen the flashes.
Yeah.
Was he a freshman last year?
Sophomore. He was a freshman.
He was a sophomore last year?
Yeah.
Oh Lord. Okay. So in games that I guess you can say mattered, you know, against good opponents, right?
Right.
Florida State, 14 of 27, 104 yards, 0 touchdowns, 0 interceptions.
Yep.
Louisville, 12 for 21, 69 yards passing.
Oh, that's right.
0 touchdowns, 1 interception.
Okay.
North Carolina State, 17 for 30, 225, 3 touches, and 1 pick. That was probably his best game.
Yep.
You know, they ended up losing. Looks like a lot of garbage time. Now, rushing the ball, he had against Virginia, which would probably be his best game. 10 for 22 passing, 244 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 0 picks.
That's crazy.
These are just numbers, right? We definitely have to, watch, look at context, see what was going on. But are we scared or what? What are we talking about?
Okay. Now, yes, I'm with you on this, right? Now, the question is, how many times has Virginia Tech had a quarterback like this and they've toughed out like closer games than they should be, right? Like you might have a guy that's like 8 for 22, like someone, but like he has timely runs and it keeps our offense off the field. You know what I'm saying? Like those are that's what I'm talking about. Like he's that type of quarterback that like annoys me because he'll make those timely plays to keep your offense off rhythm. Because I think our offense is going to be vastly better than last year and vastly better than the defense, right? Like I think it's going to be phenomenal offense. Defense is going to be trying to catch up because it's very hard to like replace 2 superstar safeties for me in that position and turning over the corners. But that's what worries me about him. I'm not saying he's an all-world competing with Cam Ward for Player of the Year. That's not one of like Cam Ward is. That's not one. I'm saying like he's the type of quarterback that annoys the shit out of me. in college. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that makes those like the perfect example. The Virginia quarterback last year ain't do much. Ain't,
Ridiculous.
you know what I'm saying? Like, but he made those annoying ass runs that you had to. If Cam Kitchens doesn't pick six that shit, we lose to Virginia.
Facts.
You see what I'm saying?
So
like,
the thing about the difference is, and last year was last year, yes. The difference is Coach Guidry, his defenses usually do a little bit better against mobile quarterbacks than in the past. You know what I mean?
Right.
Historically, we've had an issue, obviously, with mobile quarterbacks. Like dudes who run used to kill us. This season or last season, you know, of course, we didn't have that many bodies, but I think
hurt
his
like crazy.
scheme, I think he does a lot better against mobile quarterbacks than I've seen in the past. But I just don't think that's enough at all. Because when you make a team one-dimensional, right? So obviously they're gonna run the ball.
That's
Their
what
coach
Virginia Tech is gonna Virginia Tech.
Yeah, they're gonna run the ball.
Who they
right?
are. Yep.
But when you get them in third and long, you know, that's when you have to play quarterback.
Yeah.
So that's when you got to play quarterback. That's when your receivers got to get open. That's when your O line has to block for real. So we'll see. I'm not scared of that game at all.
No, I want you. No, but you understand what I'm saying though? Like also like the context, the other side of that context in the Virginia game, our D line was hurt as shit. JHH, that's at SMU now, was playing defensive end, I think, in that game. So that's the concept of it all. But it's like that's the game that bothers me. West Coast, y'all stop yapping, pass me the Kool-Aid. Juan, what's going on here? Kool-Aid with Hennessy and Pollo Tropical? Damn, dog, you want a stomach ache? My dog wants a stomach. That dude wants a stomach. You gotta make it to the game first, bro. Come on now. All right, let's get to this ad.
Real quick.
Let's do it, man. Let's do it. Here we go.
Welcome to Caneswear.
New store, new items, same great experience. Family owned and operated since 2010, Caneswear has the latest merchandise from the Miami Hurricanes, Miami Dolphins, Florida Panthers, Inter Miami CF, and more. Come visit us at our store in Davie on University Drive, just south of 595, or online at caneswear.com. Caneswear, the spot Miami fans shop.
Yeah, man. Hey, shout out to the fruit. Yeah, just I'm saying right there. I got Caneswear right here. You know what I'm saying? The hat that doesn't fit, but it's always on the shelf. Hey, shout out to the Florida Panthers, man. Tying it up in their, you know what I'm saying, New York Rangers series in the Eastern Conference Finals, man. Shout out to them. Tying it in overtime.
Go get your gear, man. Caneswear, man. Go always. They got all the gear you need, and they always look out for you in there, man. So Brett and Jeff, dope individuals.
Always good people. Always good people, man. It's like family there. Doodoo asks, will anything under 10 wins be a failure in y'all's opinion? Short answer, yeah. Honestly, like looking at the schedule, yeah, it would be a failure. Now, I'm not gonna burn the house down, but I'm gonna be highly upset with, you know what I'm saying, with what that is.
Yeah, more than the wins, I need to. The ACC championship, I think, has to be. Yeah. We have to go to the ACC championship. So if that's 9 wins and an ACC championship win, then I'm good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, I think 9 wins is the absolute floor, the absolute minimum. You know what I mean? I will be disappointed because if we win 9, that means we would have lost to a couple of people we shouldn't have lost.
We would have lost to Florida State again. We would have lost to Louisville, and I just it's so hard to get to that third loss, right? Like just
somebody else, like it may be Florida out the gate. You know, it could be, you know, shit. It could be Cal. Fuck, we go to Cal. It could be Cal on some crazy.
Yeah,
shit,
Cal
you know?
with jet lag. You just never know. They're hyped because they're playing Miami for the first time. Yeah. Nah, but it has to be ACC championship. ACC championship has to be the dub. That's what it is.
Yeah. All right, so listen, man, we was talking earlier.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we've had 3 coaches in 8 years.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
I've been watching the Hurricanes, yes.
Yeah, staffs, everything. 8 years, man.
Yeah.
Crazy,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So, chat, I want y'all to join us, man. You know what I mean? I want you to make a starting 22.
Bust the old pen out.
Get your pen, get out the Bic or whatever
Know
type
what I'm
of pen you got. son.
That's my
You look like
rocketbook, baby.
You look like a gel tip pen guy, man.
First of all, you didn't have to say tip. You didn't have to say tip. I don't feel like you had to say tip like that. That's kind of aggressive.
Like
honestly, I'm
in gel tips, son.
I am a rocketbook guy. You know what I'm saying? I use an erasable pen. And shout out to anybody who knows about the rocketbook. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
is what I use right here. So that way I don't waste a bunch of paper, and I can just wipe it off and be good. So, but yes, I do like a smooth gel pen.
Yeah,
100%. I don't like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not good with, like, remember the like Papermate blue pens? You know what I'm saying? Like some of them were good, but like when the ink started to fade, boy, it was a problem. It looked like the pen was dying.
Yeah.
All right. So
starting 22. We're gonna build a starting 22. These are all high school recruits. There are no transfers, to be fair, because Mark Richt didn't have the ability to get transfers. So we're gonna use high school. We're gonna use high school players. No transfers. And no 2024 players because we don't know what the hell they can do. Yeah, we don't know what's going on. So we're going from 2016, which is Mark Richt's first season, to 2023, last season.
Gotcha.
Okay. And there's certain players you can pick from. It's not the whole roster. All right. So
not all 8 years worth of roster.
Not at all. Not at all. We're talking about recruits that were highly sought after.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Sort of, trying to see a little something. All right. And I'll explain after. So at quarterback, who's your starter? You can only pick one between Tyler Van Dyke, Emory Williams, Ja'Cory Brown, or Kosi Perry.
Ooh.
Who's your quarterback? And chat, let us know who you got.
It's a hell of a. All right, I'm gonna go just because it's my dream team, right? It's my team I'm building. I'm gonna go JB11.
Okay, JB11.
11, yeah, because it's coming in. He's coming in.
Not only who you like, who you think gives yourself the best chance to win, for real, like on some real shit.
Emory.
Whoever. This who
no.
Write it down. Make sure you write it down.
All right. QB. I'm gonna. You know what? I'm stick with it. I'm gonna ride with this one till I die. JB11.
JB11 is the chat. Chat. You guys are participating. I need y'all.
Yeah. Brian Taylor got Kyloran Kane. Shout out to him, man. Yo, my guy Kyloran Kane be trolling the shit out of Ohio State. I respect him too. That's my guy right there. Every time anything ever comes out about Ohio State, it shows up on my timeline because this man right here is trolling. You know what I mean? Well, I know we'll get to that question at the end. Don't let me forget that. We write it at the end, please. All right, so Cozy, I got J-Ron, got Cozy, Kyloran got Henry, you know what I'm saying, Emory, Brian Taylor, JB11, Doodoo goes Cozy, Ian Coleman, Cozy, Tyler.
So we got more Cozy. We got more Cozies than look like in the chat.
That Cozy had a comeback too. Like that was, I think that was, you know what I'm saying? So Cozy's up there. All right. So chat, I'm gonna write y'all down, man. I got y'all. I'm gonna be tracking what y'all saying.
Chat got Cozy.
Chat got Cozy.
All right, I got Benz and I got chat. So on my paper, I'm checking Benz and I'm circling chats. All right.
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right. So, running back. I'm gonna let you pick two
Okay.
running backs.
Got you.
All right. Cameron Harris,
Mm.
Mark Fletcher,
Mhm.
Travis Homer,
Mhm.
DJ Dallas, or
No,
Don
this is-
Chaney.
No, Mark Fletcher, DJ Dallas. That's not
Mark
like
Fletcher,
yeah.
DJ Dallas.
DJ, you put DJ Dallas on this fucking roster, like you put the personality DJ Dallas, yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Okay, Chad, who you got? I see Fletcher and Homer.
Yeah, I
I
got
see
Mark
Homer. We need two.
Not
Fletcher,
Chat.
Homer.
Ralph. We're going with the five that he named. Can't just pick. Ralph said Mark Walton, which would have been dope.
Yeah. That's before the time. He would definitely be in there, but that's before 2016.
Before 2016, yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right, Homer and Dallas, Doodle. Fletch, Homer, Dallas. This is gonna be split. DJ. DJ Dallas Fletcher.
Yeah.
DJ Dallas Fletcher. Homer is second. Okay, Homer. All right, so it looks like, damn, Homer.
By a hair.
Homer is one, and it's either Dallas or Fletch.
So hold on, let's count it. So for Fletch, you got one vote. 1, 2, 3. All right. So for Homer, we got 1, 2, 3. So it's 4. So it goes Homer.
Homer. Oh, close second. Okay. Homer and then Ralph Homer. Okay. So Homer's in the lead.
Yeah, 4-3. Oh.
DJ 1, DJ 2, DJ 3, DJ 4, DJ 5.
Can't go do Johnson. Can't go do Johnson. Yeah, DJ and Homer. It looked like.
Yeah.
Ah, no Fletch. Very surprising. Gold wire. So the way we're doing this, I know you want Duke, man. Listen, that's what it is. But the 5 were DJ Dallas, Mark Fletcher, Travis Homer. What were the other ones? Cameron Harris, Cam Harris, and Don Chaney. Look, Don Chaney did not make the list. Dallas and Fletch. Hurricane Sport says Dallas and Fletch. That's a good one.
All right, so but the one like per the chat is Homer and Dallas.
Yeah, Homer and Dallas.
Ben is Fletch and Dallas.
Yep.
Okay. So Fletch and Dallas. Chat Homer and Dallas.
Yeah, just so you know, Joe, with this, we're going over our 1 hour standard.
Sure. I'm trying to go quick. All right, so wide receivers, I need 3. Okay, 3 wide receivers. Jeff Thomas.
Yes.
Mike Harley. Xavier Restrepo.
Yes.
Amon Richards.
Okay, done.
Jacoby George.
My list is done.
Isaiah Horton. Rashard Smith. And that's it.
Amon Richards.
3.
Amon Richards, X, and Jeff Thomas.
Amon Richards, X, and Jeff Thomas. I chat.
Oh
3 receivers.
Can we?
They are Jacoby George and X are okay.
What's
Richards,
crazy?
X Thomas. Okay.
That like think about like for a second. X eating up the middle of possession with Jeff Thomas cooking who's ever on that other side. You can't just them. Whoo. Yeah.
All right, so that seems to be the consensus early. I think that's going to be the 3. Amon, Jeff Thomas, and X.
And everybody that watches this after, man, make sure y'all leave us y'all list too, man. The next time we're back on Sunday, you know what I'm saying, we'll read it off and kind of see what the you know what I'm saying rewatch squad said. Son, that would be bananas though. That would be bananas.
All right, so we got Amon, Jeff Thomas, and X. All right, tight ends 1. We need 1 tight end. Brevin Jordan.
Done.
Riley Williams, Will Mallory, Elijah Arroyo.
Brevin Jordan.
One tight end.
Brevin Jordan.
Brevin Jordan, Elijah Arroyo, Will Mallory, Riley Williams.
I'll be shocked if I'm looking at the chat. If the chat goes anything past Brevin, wow, Adrian Baker's is Mallory.
Yeah.
Okay, I was instantly wrong. Just instantly.
Brevin.
Just
Brevin. It looks like Brevin's the overall. Yeah, Brevin.
Yeah, that's
All right.
that's
so
consensus.
that looks like. All right. Arroyo,
Joe, for you. Okay, all right, go wire. We see you. Joe, who would you go with? Back to the receiver before we go back to it. Back to the receiver. Would you go Jeff or Jacoby? I feel like that's the debate, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, Jeff or Jacoby. Okay. Oh, such untapped talent there.
Okay, Brevin. All right.
Brevin, yeah.
O-line. We need 5 O-linemen.
Okay.
We need 5 O-linemen. Okay. It doesn't matter the position. We just need 5 O-linemen. We'll make it
Best
work,
5.
right?
Best 5. Yep.
All right. Corey Gaynor.
Mm-hmm.
Ja'Kai Clark. Mm-hmm. Zion Nelson.
Yep.
Jalen Rivers.
Mm-hmm.
John Campbell. Inez Cooper.
Mm-hmm.
Francis.
Mm-hmm.
Matt McCoy. Samson Okunlola.
Ooh, this got tough. Because some names are getting left out.
Francis, Inez Cooper, Jalen Rivers, John Nelson, John Campbell.
Yep.
Navon Donaldson, I didn't include him. Corey Gaynor, Ja'Kai Clark, Matt McCoy, and Samson.
Okay.
No transfers, Charles. You saying last year's O-line? There's no transfers in here.
Yeah, no transfers. We can't. No
transfers.
No Javion
Combs.
No
Matt Lee. To Mark Rick.
Yeah, we're doing this. We're rebuilding this roster from the 2016 time prior to transfers
with just recruits. Okay,
with just high school recruits.
Zion, Rivers, Cooper. Okay. Zion, Rivers, Cooper, Francis, and Navon Donaldson. Good. Okay.
All right. You made the list.
Rivers. I think Rivers will probably be automatic. Campbell. Yeah. I think John Campbell was a problem, brother.
John Campbell was the first player I ever spoke with, like when we were starting to do, because I think he left the year before, when I was like starting to have the idea of like doing a show. Like John Campbell was the first one. He's like, all right, but he goes, yeah, I would love to, man, but you gotta talk to sports media, and then he transferred out. So shout out to him at Tennessee doing his thing. I think CC's consensus, right? CC's consensus. Gaynor made the list.
Yeah, Gaynor. That's your starting center.
That's your starting center. Gaynor. Yeah, I went best 5. So I didn't think of position. I went position lists. You know what I mean? Like I didn't think. So I went Zion. I went Zion. I went Zion. I went Jalen Rivers. I went Pancake, Coop, and Francis.
Coop and Francis. Okay. Coop is consensus.
CC's consensus. Rivers looks consensus.
1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 that's consensus is Francis, Cooper, Rivers, and Gaynor. Who's the 5th? I'm looking at Campbell or Zion. Zion's on every. Nah, one Doodoo Hurricane. No Zion. Campbell.
Rashad got Zion.
So Campbell got 3. Zion got 3.
Yeah.
And is Zion on yours?
Zion's on mine.
Is Campbell on yours?
Campbell is not on mine.
All right, so we're going Zion then. So we got a 5 of Zion, Rivers, Cooper.
Yeah, Campbell's my 6. Campbell's. Yeah.
Okay. All right, we got a 5 of Zion, Rivers, Cooper, Francis, and Gaynor.
Yep.
All All right.
Mm-hmm.
Defense, real quick. All right.
I love this. This
I
could have been
broke
another
it
show.
down to DNs. I broke it down to DNs and D tackles. All right.
All right.
So at DN, there's a lot. We need 2. We only need 2 though. Ruben Bain, Greg Rousseau, Joe Jackson,
Ooh, that's my
John
guy, too.
Garvin, Elijah Roberts, Jafari Harvey.
Oh, you son of a.
Yeah, so you think Bain is the lock, but it ain't. He ain't.
He's not.
He
He's
ain't the
not
lock.
along.
This
It's
ain't
not.
recency bias. Don't leave your recency bias out of this. Bain, Elijah Roberts, and you can look at what they're doing now in college, son. Elijah Roberts is he's
One
he's
of the best.
he's a top
Yeah.
5 DN in all of college right now. So
Yes.
Roberts, Bain, Greg Rousseau,
Joe Jackson, son. Joe Jackson and Jonathan Garvin.
John Garvin, and
Yo, they
Jafari
were
Hall.
that. These are like, those were like the quintessential zero development players, because Joe Jackson and John Garvin were monster freshmen.
Yep.
Then
Yep.
nothing,
As
son.
freshmen, son.
As freshmen, they were fucking incredible, and then straight trash after that because they had terrible coaching. Fuck every single coach. I don't care who they are. I'm sorry if they're still good. Every single that had anything to do with their diminished returns on those guys, because they were ridiculous, yo. Jonathan Garvin was a grown man at 17. His arm length should have been dominant every year, just off his hand movement. Oh,
Joe Jackson. Right. Okay, so we got Joe Jackson and Greg. We got a lot of Bain Rousseau. So
you got a lot of Bain Rousseau.
Consensus is Bain.
Yeah.
At least on one
Bain's
side.
On the list.
Greg.
Yeah, Bain's on.
Yeah, Rousseau. You got.
Got some good. Got a Joe Jackson and Greg. Shout out to Jay Ron. You could tell the older cats. You could tell the older cats. The ones that remember it clearly. Yeah.
All right. So Rousseau is definitely one, and it looks like Bain may be the other. What you got?
I kind of wanted to cheat. I had 4. I had a slash. No, I went Greg Rousseau and Joe Jackson.
Okay.
Joe Jackson to me. Yeah. Look, Bain is, you have to take the recency bias away, right? Yes, Bain's one of the best dudes, but Joe Jackson, please go watch his fucking highlights. Joe Jackson was a fucking monster. Son, what'd you have?
I got Greg Rousseau, and I don't know my second one, man. Like Jalen Phillips was a transfer with Winston. We're not doing transfers. We're not doing transfers.
No transfers.
Yeah. If Jalen Phillips was there, it'd definitely be Jalen Phillips.
Jalen Phillips. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So, I'll probably say Rousseau and Joe Jackson as well.
Yeah.
All right, DT. So it looks like the consensus is Bain and Rousseau right now.
Yeah. The chat says that. Yeah. Yeah.
DT's pickings are slim. You got Leonard Taylor.
Yeah, you can't say Gerald Willis.
Nope.
Because he was a transfer.
Nope.
Yeah.
Leonard Taylor, Nesta, JHH, Ford, or
John Ford, yeah.
Moten.
God.
Yes.
You know what's crazy? Slims. Look, I'm putting Jesus.
We need tough. 2. We just need 2.
Right,
LT, Nesta, JHH, Ford, and Moten.
I'm gonna go JHH and Moten. I know what he was coming out of high school, but I'm working on what he actually ended up becoming, and that's why I can't put LT on my list.
Okay, we got Ford and Moten. Isn't Ford on the NFL roster right now?
He was like a 6th-round pick. I think he's on the roster. He was a monster, yeah.
Yeah, I think he's on.
He was a monster. Yeah. Got Ford and Moten and JHH.
Nesta
That's what I got.
Nesta and JHH. Okay. Nesta, we got a couple for Nesta.
Yeah, we got a couple for Nesta. Nesta and Ford.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
That's
LT56 and Ford.
that's
Ford. All right.
man.
So Ford's in there. Ford,
yeah, Ford is on everybody's
Ford is
list.
one of them. Ford is one of them, yeah. So that made the list. And it looks like right now Nesta and Moten are tied.
Packers,
yeah, I guess he's still on the Packers that he got drafted from.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Oh, so we got Nesta and Ford. See, we got Moten, but Moten
popping up.
Moten
it's tied right now.
Moten and JHH.
Yeah.
So it looks like Ford and Nesta to me, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. Nesta and JHH got two.
That's a shock.
Yeah, I did not see Nesta getting through there. What? But he transferred out. That doesn't count because he was a recruit. That's why. If he transferred out,
he was a recruit, a Miami recruit. He signed with Miami. Yes.
Got you. Okay.
Linebackers. We just need two. We're going with the 4-2-5. We just need two. Shaq Quarterman.
Yes.
Pickney. Chase Smith. Wesley Bassing. Corey Flagg.
Woo! Shaq Quarterman, and give me the names again.
Shaq, Pickney, Chase Smith, Wes Bassing, and Corey Flagg.
I'm gonna go Shaq and Pickney. Yeah, we'll go Shaq and Pickney.
Shaq and Pickney. Okay.
Yep.
Pickney and Quarterman. Okay, Doodle. Shaq and Chase. Shaq and Pickney. Okay.
Shaq is there. So we're looking at number 2. Shaq is locked.
Right. So the freshman.
Yeah.
The 3 freshmen they brought in.
Charles, pay
Shaq and Pickney.
Charles, no transfers.
Yeah, no transfers, Charles.
Nassau in the building. Hey man, we're running through our top 22 from since 2016. No transfers. High school recruits only. We're on the linebackers. Only. Yeah. Shank and Pickney.
Okay.
Shank and Pickney. All right, so West it looks like, right?
Nah, I see Pickney. It looked like. Let me see.
Shaq and
Pickney.
I see Shaq and
Pickney. I see 4 Pickney, 5 Pickneys.
Yeah, Shaq and Pickney.
1 Chase. I see another Pickney down here, so 6 Pickneys. Yeah, Pickney.
All right, Nassau. So we're running. So from 2016, we've had 3 coaches since 2016. We're running through the high school recruits. We're building a top 22 of sole high school recruits, no transfers. So you can't do the Cam Wards, can't do any of that. And you know what I'm saying? So this is straight high school recruiting. We're building a top 22 from then.
Yeah.
Fantasy football shit. This is dope. Westy and Shaq.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. Yeah, Shaq and
Pickney consistent. Shaq and Pickney consistent. Yep. Okay.
Now
we need 5 DBs. I'm gonna break it down: safety and corners. All right.
Thank you.
So safeties: Amari Carter, Gervin Hall,
Mr. Personal Foul, Mr. Targeting,
Gervin Hall, James Williams, Cam, or Markeith.
I mean, that's
easy 2.
Easy 2 for me. Hold on.
Amari Carter, Gervin Hall, James Williams, Cam Kitchens, Markeith Williams.
Yeah, it's an easy 2 for me. Because it's out of those, right? It's out of those. It's out of those 2, yeah.
Yeah.
They're Cam and James. It's Cam and James.
Okay. Yeah. It looks like that's probably gonna be it. Oh,
Cam and Carter. Cam and Carter.
Okay, all right, that's 2. Okay.
Cam and James. Cam and James. Yeah. James first team All-America. James Johnson and Cedric Redwine. Can't go too far back.
Too early. That's too early. From
That's
Mark Richt's first year in Nassau, 2016.
They were already here.
Yeah, they were already here. No Jaquan.
Yeah, no.
Jaquan was too early.
Jaquan was 2015, right? They were already here 2015,
He was a
2014.
freshman. Yeah, he was already here in 2016.
Yeah. We started for 2016. Mark Richt
just missed it. Like 2014, 2015, it would have been some cats. It would have
been different. It would have been different. Yeah, Nassau, that's what it is, right? Like, Bill, think about it. Like, we're and some of these, if we keeping it a buck, are a struggle because we kind of throwing some shit against the wall and hoping it fits. You know what I mean? So,
all right. So James and Cam consistence, no doubt. At corners, all right. Trajan Bandy.
Okay.
DJ Ivy. Corey Couch. Damari Brown.
Yep.
Daryl Porter Jr.
Transfer.
Gil. Oh shit. Yeah, my bad. He wasn't even on my bad. And Gilbert Frierson.
This is where it gets all right.
Who ended up playing? Didn't he end up playing?
He went to Louisville.
Gil at linebacker?
Yeah, he ended up growing into a linebacker.
He was an outside linebacker, but he was a
star.
That's what said nobody. He said we not saying. He said we're playing with no corners.
Yo, Nassau.
So
all screens. Yo, all wide receivers. Nassau's over.
DJ and Couch. Okay. Damari, DJ, Couch. Bandy, Couch. We need one more, Adrian. We need 3 corners. We need 3 corners because we need a nickel.
Yeah, we need 3. We need 3. I'm gonna go Bandy, Damari Brown. That third one is tough, Joe. That third one is tough. No cat one. That third one is tough. I'll go to. I hate how the angles he takes, but I have to take Takari Couch, man. Like I'll go Couch on that.
Couch.
I'm not
okay. Yeah, Bandy is definitely one.
Yeah, it looks like that's. It looks like that's
Couch is 2. Yeah. Bandy. Couch.
No Mike Jack. That's before 2016.
That's before 2016, man.
Yeah. Shout out to him though. All right, we got. Jay Ron says we got a DJ Ivy vote. Holy shit, was that the first one?
I think
he's in the league. You know what's fucked up? You know that's how traumatized we are with DJ Ivy.
Nah,
he's
DJ
in the league.
DJ Ivy.
You know
doing well in the league. Doing well.
Doing well in the league. Yeah, doing very well in the league. I'm going D Brown. All Damaris. Dylon. Who's the best 5 rappers alive?
It looks like Damari Brown to Corey Couch and Trajan Bandy.
Yeah. Top corner. That's about it.
That's what it looks like.
Yeah.
All right, we're not doing kickers. We're not doing specialists. So
no.
With this, it looks like at quarterback, our starting quarterback is Kosi Perry.
Yep.
Starting running backs are Travis Homer and DJ Dallas in the backfield.
How Fletcher didn't get that was crazy to me. Like I thought that was gonna be such an easy. I thought that was gonna be a wash. I thought it was gonna be Fletcher DJ all day. But shout out to the chat. Shout out to y'all, man. Yeah.
3 receivers: Amon Richards, Jeff Thomas on the outside, X in the slot.
Crazy.
At tight end, we got Brevin Jordan.
Easy. Wash on that.
At O-line, we got Zion Nelson, Jalen Rivers, Inez Cooper, Corey Gaynor, and CeCe.
Yep.
At DNs, we have Ruben Bain and Greg Rousseau. At D tackle, we got Nasty Nesta and Jonathan Ford. At safety, we got James and Cam. Corners, we got Bandy, Couch, and D Brown.
Yep.
All right.
We asked him what the record is. I swear to God, I got this show. with that
So,
record.
not the record, but high school recruiting, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Most of us have former staff players on it. Most of us have Manny players, Rick players as starters on our team.
Mm-hmm.
Let's start in the quarterback room. We can acknowledge that this quarterback room has been underwhelming, to say the least, right?
Yep. Yeah.
Quarterback recruiting, let's say that.
Yeah.
Quarterback recruiting. Without the transfer portal, quarterback recruiting has been very underwhelming.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Very. So, the running back room, Travis Homer, DJ Dallas, receiver room, Amon Richards, we agreed was the last superstar, basically receiver we recruited.
Yeah, box
until
office.
Maybe JoJo now. Maybe that's kind of the consensus. O-line, of course, O-line recruiting has picked up over the years. And D-line recruiting has picked up as well. But it looks like most of these recruits are not Mario recruits. Can you see that?
I can. I'm looking at the list, and I was part of the conversation. Now, do you know why that is, though? Because we saw this is my and I'm not, excuse me, because you're right on what you're saying. We saw the finished product.
Sure.
Right, like we saw what we had the benefit of hindsight. So we're like, we know these guys will do this. Like, we know Amon Richards is a start. Like, Amon Richards is always going to, I think, will almost always be, if we do the show again in 5 years, I think Amon Richards still makes this list.
Sure.
You get what I'm saying?
And that's what I'm saying. Even if we do this show, like you said, in 5 years, how many of these people stay and how many of these people go?
I think a lot of these people go.
But without transfers, though. We're still not talking about transfers. So at the quarterback position in 5 years, who in that quarterback room takes over for Kosi? Who as a recruit? You think Luke Nickel?
Right. You think you start thinking Luke Nickel, and if that becomes the conversation of like what the offensive coordinator does and shows, right? Like, was he hampered by a self-conscious, lack of self-esteem quarterback last year, or was he the reason for the lack of self-esteem and self-consciousness, right? Like, all those things become the issue. Yeah, we have some young goons, but look, I think Amon Richards, because we'll always know what he could, like, the missing tape that we have on him. We feel the talent. Fam, his gate was crazy. Like, it's
Jeff Thomas too. Imagine Jeff Thomas, fam.
I know.
Like, we left so much on the table with Jeff Thomas. Fam.
That three of Amon Richards, X, and Thomas is crazy. Yeah, Amon Richards is our biggest what if. Facts. Yeah, and I saw earlier, no, LT did not make the list. If you go back and scroll up through the chat, he did not. He was not on anybody's consensus. Brian Taylor says Diabell. You know what I mean? Like, that's somebody that could. You never know. You never know.
Yeah. So with the top, and this is just the top. Like, I included the top recruits, so to speak, at each position, and I really just wanted to see how top heavy we've been, because we know if we break down the classes at the top, you'll have a good 3 or 4, and then you fizzle out. What Cristobal is doing, he has the top, and the next wave is still beastly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Still very formidable. And then towards the end, it could fizzle out, but towards the end, you'll probably get some of these starters towards the end. You know what I mean?
A perfect example of that is just very early on, a Cameron Bobby Pruitt.
Facts.
Right? lower rated kind of guy. I got 3-star on some chart. Depending on the day you looked at it, he might be a 4. But you look at Cameron Bobby Pruitt, he flashes on that field instantly. Like he needs to as a freshman, this motherfucker needs to be on the field, and that's where it differs. Like you had you're right. Like this is where the top 2 or 3 guys from those classes over the last 8 years show up, right? But like once you cut those guys out, those teams were very, very superficial. There was no depth to them at all. Once you got past the Joe Jackson and they figured out Joe Jackson, there wasn't a next guy to challenge Joe Jack to be better, to get better, or to have to improve in anything. It was like, yeah, look at what I already did. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are we talking about? You know what to talk about. So yeah.
Because you got your Inez Cooper, who was a 3-star. He wasn't highly ranked at all.
No, came in overweight. Again, like that goes a little. Came in, was it almost 400 pounds? Recarved his body, rededicated himself, had the mentality, the determination. That didn't happen in prior staffs. We had people dancing on the sideline that never played.
Because you look at somebody like a Artavius Jones. He's the 24th ranked D tackle in the country. So he's not top 5. He's not top 10. He's the 24th ranked, but the potential is out of this world. Ryan Mack. He's the 31st ranked corner. But one of the most technically sound corners in the country.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
OJ Frederick. See OJ Frederick.
Son, Cole McConaughey.
A
3-star. Like
a problem.
Dalen Russell has won Player of the Year in the state of Florida. 2 years in a row, 3 years, something like that.
A year that Ruben Bain was also in it. Yeah.
Facts.
We don't even talk about
it. That's the high school recruiting that we're talking about. The overall picture, not just the top. Cole is the white.
Probably that's eventually. That's where I eventually want to see him. I think he just the way his body shape is. That Cam, I see him being a James Williams. He has to be on the field, and him and Zaquan. Going forward,
I can't wait, son. DJ Pickett.
No matter what.
You know what I mean?
But about being no matter what, man.
All right, so we went over time, man. I appreciate y'all, contributing and all that, man. Yes, it was great. We're gonna start breaking down probably I would say next month. You know what I mean? Okay. After the
visits.
After the visits, we'll start breakdowns, and we'll have something special for you. We're gonna collab with some content creators, man, and do some dope breakdowns, man. So we getting closer, people. We getting closer.
Yeah, man. December's right around the corner. Season kicks off in less than 100 days. If somebody got the count, leave it in the rewatch squad. Hey, man, appreciate y'all so much, man. As always, youheardpodcast.com. We might have some, you know what I'm saying? Make sure to check out our social medias. We might have something dropping tomorrow, man. You know what I'm saying? You know how we do. We appreciate y'all so much, man. Thank you guys again. Appreciate everybody on the rewatch. All right, man. We up out of here. And where is it? Bam.
Well, that's it. I really hope you enjoyed it. We had a ball making it.